a new opportunity for Laura. Laura was a hard-working woman in her 30s. She lived in a small town and worked in a local office as an assistant. Her job was good, but she always dreamed of doing something more. Laura wanted to grow in her career, but there was one problem: she didn't know English. Every morning, Laura walked to her office, carrying her bag and her dreams. Her boss, Mr. Carter, was a kind man but very demanding. He often talked about how important English was for the company. "We are working with international clients now," he said one day in a meeting. "If you want to grow here, you need to speak English." Laura felt nervous. She loved her job, but she knew she couldn't get a promotion without improving her skills. After work, she sat at her desk and thought about what to do. That night, she searched online for English classes. She found a local language school with evening courses. "This is perfect," she thought. The classes were affordable, and the schedule fit her routine. Laura hesitated for a moment before registering. "Can I really learn a new language?" she wondered. But deep down, she knew it was time to try. The next week, Laura joined her first English class. The classroom was bright and welcoming, with posters of simple English words and phrases on the walls. The class was full of people like her, adults who wanted to learn something new. The teacher, Ms. Green, was kind and patient. "Don't worry about mistakes," she said on the first day. "The important thing is to practice." At first, learning English was hard for Laura. She struggled with pronunciation and grammar. She often forgot words and felt shy about speaking in class. But Laura didn't give up. She practiced every day after work. She listened to songs in English, watched simple videos, and even started writing short sentences in a notebook. One evening, Ms. Green asked the class to introduce themselves in English. Laura felt her heart race as her turn came. She stood up, her hands shaking a little. "My name is Laura," she said slowly. "I am learning English because I want a promotion at work." The class clapped for her, and Laura felt proud. She realized that learning English wasn't just about grammar or vocabulary. It was about confidence. As the weeks passed, Laura found creative ways to practice English. She changed the language settings on her phone to English, which forced her to learn new words daily. She also started labeling items in her house with sticky notes: table, chair, window, and more. At work, she took small steps to use her new skills. When her colleagues needed help with simple English emails, Laura offered to assist. She spent extra time checking her work, making sure every sentence was correct. One day, Mr. Carter noticed her writing an email in English. "Laura, are you practicing your English here?" he asked. "Yes," she replied nervously. "That's great," he said. "Keep it up. I might need your help soon." Laura smiled. His words motivated her to work even harder. One Friday evening, Ms. Green gave the class a group project. Each group had to create a short dialogue in English and perform it in front of the class. Laura's group decided to write a conversation about ordering food at a restaurant. The project was fun but challenging. Laura practiced her lines many times at home, even asking her younger sister to help. On the day of the performance, she felt nervous but excited. "Hello, I would like to order a pizza," she said during the performance, her voice steady and clear. Her group did well, and the class applauded. Ms. Green smiled. "Excellent work, everyone. You're improving so much." That night, Laura felt proud of herself. She thought about how far she had come since her first class. At work, new opportunities started appearing. One afternoon, there was a meeting with a client from another country. Mr. Carter asked Laura to join. "Can you take notes during the meeting?" he asked. Laura felt nervous but agreed. During the meeting, the client spoke slowly, and Laura understood most of what he said. She wrote everything down carefully. At the end of the meeting, Mr. Carter smiled. "Great job, Laura," he said. You understood everything perfectly. Do you want to improve your English too? Subscribe to our channel for more stories like this. Practice listening, learn new words, and gain confidence in speaking English. Hit that subscribe button now and start your journey today. After that day, Laura started using English more at work. She helped with emails, joined more meetings, and even translated some documents. Her colleagues admired her dedication, and many of them asked her for tips on learning English. One colleague, Sarah, approached her during lunch. "Laura, how did you get so good at English?" she asked. Laura laughed. "It's all about practice. I take classes and try to use English every day." Sarah nodded. "Maybe I should try that too." One Friday afternoon, Mr. Carter called Laura into his office. "Laura," he said, "we have an open position for a project manager. You have shown great improvement, and I think you're ready for this role. What do you think?" Laura was surprised. "Really? Me?" she asked. "Yes," Mr. Carter said. "You've worked hard, and your English skills have made a big difference. I believe in you." Laura accepted the promotion with tears in her eyes. She called her family that night to share the news. "I did it," she said. All the hard work paid off. As a project manager, Laura worked with people from different countries. She wasn't fluent in English yet, but she was confident. Every day, she learned something new. She attended more classes and even helped her colleagues improve their own English. One day, she stood in front of a group of clients to present a new project. "Good morning, everyone," she began, her voice steady. "Today, I will talk about our new plan." When she finished, the clients clapped. Laura felt proud. She had come so far from the shy assistant who didn't know English. That evening, Laura sat down with her journal. She wrote about her journey and how learning English had changed her life. This is just the beginning, she thought. Laura's story shows that learning something new can change your life. She worked hard, stayed focused, and didn't give up. Her journey is a reminder that it's never too late to learn and grow.